name online, and that's his name.
Oh, so it must be some disfranchised ISKCON guru disciple type of person. Maybe he's disfranchised with the so-called
Yeah,
appointed gurus, you know?
I think he was at one point in his life he was a devotee, and then he stopped being a devotee.
Okay, yeah. And it is very unfortunate that people take up the process and they get one of these appointed gurus and they see the nonsense they're doing and they read Prabhupada's books. Uh, it's a vast difference what Prabhupada says in his book and what these so-called appointed gurus are doing. So in this way, people lose faith, and sometimes they just get totally disturbed.
Yeah,
So it's
it's a shame.
it's one of those things, and it's very hard for people to understand this Krishna consciousness process unless they hear from Srila Prabhupada directly, from his
Yeah,
audio, video, and then they discuss, okay, what Prabhupada is saying here, what does he mean, and then trying to get things cleared up. So if you have a doubt for 30, 40 years, then obviously, you will have a problem in the future,
yeah,
especially uh, especially doubting Srila Prabhupada's position and what's in his books.
yeah.
So let's see here. Rupa, welcome. She's here.
Thank you.
What's going on? Have you sent Nara Narayan Prabhu a message?
Yeah, I sent him the link and I called him and I told him to join at 8, but I can give him another call if you want.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine if you want.
Okay, I will.
Okay. Dilip Prabhu, Hare Krishna, welcome to the Zoom meeting. Where are you joining us from?
I'm from India.
Oh, very nice. What part of India?
In India, there is a state called Bihar.
Oh, you're from Bihar. Acha. Very nice. So, my ancestors might have been from Bihar. They in the
Okay, where in Bihar?
I'm not really sure. They migrated to the British took them to Fiji to work on sugarcane farm back in 1879 or something. So
Okay.
they took Indians from all over India, from different parts of the Indian state.
Yes.
And then
Okay.
that's where. So you read Prabhupada's books, or how did you come in contact with this Zoom meeting?
I used to read books and I saw one of your videos that was a live stream basically. And I got the link of your WhatsApp group and joined the group.
Oh, okay. Very nice. So what books have you read of Srila Prabhupada? Have you read any? Which ones?
Perfect question, perfect answer.
Oh, very nice. Try. So what do you do? Are you a student? Are you a graduate or?
I've completed my education and now I'm doing kind of online business.
Oh, very nice. Online business. That's the way to do it. Everything is done online nowadays. So it's a good business to be online.
I help people in improving their social media presence, like digital things. If they want to go digital, I can help them.
Oh, very nice. So you get them more views and more impressions and things like that, and more traffic.
Yes.
Oh, excellent. So what can we do to improve our show here?
I'll help you for sure.
Oh, excellent. आप हिंदी बोलते हैं? हिंदी?
हाँ जी, हिंदी आता है.
Okay, very good. Yeah, excellent. All right. So I'm sure you've seen some of our meetings. If you have any questions, feel free to ask Dilip Prabhu. We're not here just to.
This is my first meeting.
Oh yeah, I know that. So if you have any questions regarding the meeting, what we're doing, Prabhupada's books, if you want to share some of your personal realizations, sure, feel free to come on and speak. Okay, let's see. Manjari is here. Okay. Let's go here. Close. Okay, so we'll get going here. Last week's meeting was very interesting. Nimai Nitai Prabhu joined, and he made some very interesting points that I'd like to discuss here. He said
Did
that,
he say he was going to come to this meeting?
no, I did not ask. So he might come, he might not. I am not really sure if he's coming. But I'd like to discuss some things which were said in that meeting here. So if anyone is watching, would like to refer to my YouTube channel here, Bhakta Singh, and this is the video I'm talking about. Nimai Nati Prabhu joined 6 days ago, and he made some interesting points about the Kanishta Adhikari, the Madhyam Adhikari, and Uttama Adhikari. So he, at one point, I'll play the video here so everyone can see. 1 second, let me load up the video. And this is in regards to Shiksha and Diksha. So he made a very interesting point here in this video, which I'll play. Okay, let me put this up here. Okay, there we go. Share screen. Okay, this is share sound. Okay, so here is that video. This was from last week's video with Nimai Nati Prabhu. So make it full screen. So so you were talking about the Madhyam Adhikari stage, and the Madhyam Adhikari acts on behalf of Srila Prabhupada as an officiating acharya, right?
Yes. The Madhyam Adhikari, he's the transparent via medium between the acharya and the neophyte, So he is not, the transcendental knowledge doesn't come from him because he has not realized actually what he's, just like Prabhupada is saying, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. All right, how much realization do we have of this? We're also preaching like that, but are we actually on that platform of knowing this? So no. So we are the link between Prabhupada and the neophyte, So the transcendental knowledge actually comes from Prabhupada, and because we are trying to humbly serve him and so on, we are bona fide carriers of that message, but we're not the one who holds the realization. So that's the difference between the Madhyam Adhikari and the Uttama. There's another place where Prabhupada says that the Madhyam still has doubts, This is in a class, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 2, Text 22, Los Angeles, August 25th, 1972. So Srila Prabhupada is saying the first class devotee is without any doubt. The third class devotee, he's accepting, here is God, that's all. But he has many doubts. The second class, although he has got doubts, he's accepting on the authority of Vedas. That is second class. And the first class, he knows perfectly well, here is God. So Prabhupada is saying that here is God, he's speaking about the deity. So the Madhyam Adhikari, he still has doubts whether the deity is Krishna directly, It's still not realized for him. So that's why he is not qualified to be a bona fide spiritual master, because he cannot give the highest realization.
So you're agreeing with a verse from the next. So here Nimai Nati Prabhu is saying that, who's this here? Okay, this is Nara Narayan Prabhu coming in. Here Nimai Nati Prabhu is saying even the Madhyam Adhikari has doubts, right? And who is this? Mohit Prabhu is joining, okay. Hare Krishna, Nara Narayan Prabhu. Please unmute yourself if you like. Mohit Prabhu, welcome back. Okay, let's go back.
Hare Krishna, bro. Nanat Pranam, Hari Bol.
Jai, welcome. So I was making a point here that Nimai Nati Prabhu is saying that, Prabhupada is saying, not Nimai Nati Prabhu. Srila Prabhupada is saying in this lecture in Los Angeles that the second class devotee, the Madhyam Adhikari, has doubts. And then he also said that the Madhyam Adhikari is acting as a transparent via medium to Srila Prabhupada. So if this knowledge is not realized, how can one act as a transparent via medium? That's my question. If someone doesn't have a mature understanding about, well, a realized understanding about Krishna consciousness, how can
Okay,
one,
are we on?
yes, we're on. So I'm asking a question. So
Okay.
unless, what's going on, Nara Narayan Prabhu, you would like to say something?
No, I'm wanting to hear what you're going to say.
No, so in this video we're discussing, we'll just go back a little bit so you can get contextual insight of what I'm going to say.
Is this a Rupanuga?
No. This is the last video we did with Nimai Nati Prabhu from China.
Uh-huh.
He made some philosophical points that I want to discuss here. So
Great.
I'll play the video and then we'll discuss a little bit.
Okay. Sounds perfect.
By carriers of that message, but we're not. And because we are trying to humbly serve him and so on, we are bona fide carriers of that message, but we're not the one who holds the realization. So that's the difference between the Madhyama Adhikari and Uttama. There's another place where Prabhupada says that the Madhyam still has doubts, This is in a class, Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 2, Text 22, Los Angeles, August 25th, 1972. So Srila Prabhupada is saying the first class devotee is without any doubt. The third class devotee, he's accepting, here is God, that's all. But he has many doubts. The second class, although he has got doubts, he's accepting on the authority of Vedas. That is second class. And the first class, he knows perfectly well, here is God. So Prabhupada is saying that here is God, he's speaking about the deity. So the Madhyama Adhikari, he still has doubts whether the deity is Krishna directly, It's still not realized for him.
And how is it possible for the Madhyama Adhikari to have doubts?
Oh, Prabhupada is saying in a lecture in Srimad Bhagavatam that the second class, he, although has got doubts, he's accepting on the authority of the Vedas. That is second class. So here, Prabhupada is making a distinction that the Kanishta Adhikari has doubts. The Madhyama Adhikari also has doubts. First class devotee, Uttama Adhikari, has no doubts. Here is God.
He has no doubts because he sees Krishna face to face.
Yeah, so the discussion I wanted to lead was regarding, first of all, forget about being a guru or shiksha guru for the Kanishta Adhikari. So how can a Madhyama Adhikari act as so-called a shiksha guru when he doesn't have first-class knowledge or first-class understanding about Krishna consciousness or the process of devotional service? People kick around the word shiksha guru like, they are some Uttama Adhikari. Here, I'm trying to make a point that Prabhupada is saying the Madhyama Adhikari has doubt. So how can he even act like a so-called guru?
Who, the shiksha, the Madhyama Adhikari?
Yes.
Well, the Madhyama Adhikari can only act according to his realization. If he is not fully self-realized, then he's not a guru of any sort.
Yeah, so there's a verse in the Chaitanya Chaitamrita where it's saying the Shiksha Guru becomes the Diksha Guru. So in our case, all the Shiksha is coming from Srila Prabhupada, His Divine Grace. So he is the Shiksha and the Diksha Guru. Why take a second-class Madhyama Adhikari as so-called Shiksha Guru when he's imperfect, right?
Well, the point is, what is the exact system and how does it work?
Yeah, that's the other part of the question. What is the system?
Yeah,
So-
I mean, A Madhyamadikari cannot be an Uttamadikari because he cannot see Krishna face to face.
Yes.
So if the Madhyamadikari, excuse me, if the Madhyamadikari excuse me, got that cough. If the Madhyamadikari cannot see Krishna face to face, then how he can be equated with the Uttamadikari?
Well, yeah. So now I'm going to jump forward a little bit. Now, Prabhupada wanted a system of officiating Acharya. So here, when someone officiates on behalf of Srila Prabhupada, meaning that they become disciples of Srila Prabhupada, and the officiating Acharya, being a senior devotee by, several years or maybe by decades, if he tries to be some sort of a Shiksha Guru to the candidate, meaning beyond his realization.
The Uttamadikari means ultimate.
Yeah, we know that part. So I'm trying to make a.
Represented by a Shiksha Adhikari.
Yeah, I'm a Shiksha Adhikari. So that's the.
Prabhupada present that idea even once.
So my point is, if someone gets initiated into the disciplic succession on the level via the officiating Acharya system, where Prabhupada is the Diksha Guru and the Shiksha Guru, what is the position of the officiating Acharya?
But if someone is initiated by Prabhupada, he's initiated by the Uttamadikari.
No, I'm saying if someone is, for example, someone is doing an officiating Acharya ceremony, right? He is officiating on the behalf of Srila Prabhupada, being the Diksha and Shiksha Guru. But what is the position of the senior devotee who initiated that person as an officiated disciple of Srila Prabhupada? What is the officiating Acharya's position in relationship to the devotee? There might be some significant gap in age, in experience and understanding.
No, it wouldn't be age, because Prahlad Maharaj could fall into that category.
Well, yeah, that's there, but
what is it he wants to prove?
Huh?
What is it that he would like to prove?
No, I'm just asking a question. For example, someone who's in Krishna consciousness, obviously, let's take you, for example. You joined 1968, and then, it's 2022 now. Obviously, your understanding of Krishna consciousness, being there, seeing Prabhupada, and seeing the whole show, and someone who joins today, there's a gulf of difference between your experience and the neophyte's experience who wants to practice Krishna consciousness. So what's the relationship here? For example, you officiate a ceremony on behalf of Srila Prabhupada, and then that person becomes a disciple of Srila Prabhupada. What's the etiquette?
As far as I know, anyone who's not an Uttamadikari can officiate in behalf of Srila Prabhupada.
What? Can you repeat the statement? Anyone who's on the what?
As far as I know, anyone who is not an Uttamadikari can officiate in behalf of Srila Prabhupada, as long as, well, let's take into account that the initiating guru is Krishna. Right?
Initiating guru is Krishna or Srila Prabhupada?
When you say Srila Prabhupada, when Prabhupada gave initiation, he gave everyone an equal opportunity, including people in the audience not being initiated, to pick up the Vaishnava Sampradaya at that point and take it to their heart. Now, why would it be different at any other point?
So what are you saying? So if the audience was watching some initiation ceremony, even though they are not being initiated by Srila Prabhupada, they are given a chance to take up a Krishna conscious. What are you trying to say here? It seems like you're talking about two different things.
Okay, what are the different things?
No, you said here, if someone is being initiated by Krishna.
Everyone is initiated by Krishna through the via medium of the pure devotee.
Okay, that's clear. So
yeah, so there's no other way of getting initiated. Now, if we have a so-called Ritvik or officiating acharya, that person acts in behalf of Krishna. And there's no other way around it as far as I can see. Why should there be? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. No, but if someone is officiating on behalf of Srila Prabhupada and Prabhupada is representing Krishna, so we can, I guess, technically say that he is officiating on behalf of Krishna, right?
What if somebody is in Prabhupada's presence and initiates somebody in behalf of Prabhupada as an officiating acharya?
No, I'm talking about now. If someone does an officiating acharya ceremony, they are initiating.
Ceremony, is it?
What?
Why would it be a separate ceremony?
No, I'm saying the initiation ceremony, officiating acharya.
Okay, so whoever takes initiation, Bhavitra, Bhavitrava, all of the prayers, yes, that person is initiated by the pure devotee. There's no way around the idea that that person is acting in behalf of Prabhupada. In other words, when who can initiate in this material world except Srila Prabhupada?
Mm-hmm. Nobody else.
To do there in India or Russia or wherever it is, are they trying to create another possibility of guru that comes from where? Why would a guru come from anywhere except Krishna?
Try. So I'm just discussing the technicalities of this process. So let me see here.
We're about to say ISKCON. What is the process? The process is abhovitra, bhavitrava, whether purified or unpurified. The person agrees to take initiation from Srila Prabhupada. It's not that the initiator is a pure devotee.
No, even for example, let's take it. He is a Madhya Madhakari, right, acting on behalf of Srila Prabhupada as the priest. Even if he's a Madhya Madhakari, Prabhupada is saying that he's not qualified to be a Shiksha Guru. Is it a correct statement?
Say it again.
Even if he's a Madhya Madhakari, he's not qualified to be a Shiksha Guru because the Shiksha Guru has to be an Uttama Adhikari as well. No?
No. No. The Madhya Madhikari cannot be a Diksha Guru. Where is the question of Shiksha Guru coming in and becoming equivalent of a Diksha Guru?
Yes, that's what I'm saying, that if someone is a Madhyam Adhikari and they initiate via the officiating Acharya ceremony, he is just a priest. He is not a so-called Shiksha Guru of the initiate, meaning the person he's officiating on behalf of, meaning the new disciple.
Yeah. So the thing is that there's only one person who initiates, and that's Krishna. And how does the Krishna initiate? Through his pure devotee.
Sure.
Right.
Yes.
Now, when he initiates through his pure devotee, it doesn't really, or he can initiate through his pure devotee, but when his pure devotee cannot initiate someone, then they have to do as we have been doing all along, acting in behalf of Prabhupada. I mean, at what point does the Shiksha Guru cease to be a Shiksha Guru? There seems to be a block here.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, that it seems that if you follow this system of Shiksha Guru and Diksha Guru, it makes it very confusing for the new initiate, or he can get misled if they think their Shiksha Guru is someone else besides Srila Prabhupada.
So what is the proper system?
Go ahead, Robert Prabhu.
What is the proper system?
Oh,
yes, Nara Narayan Prabhu, go ahead. We'll answer Robert's question in a bit.
who was speaking?
Robert Prabhu. So Robert Prabhu, you asked the question, what is the system?
The proper system.
What is the proper system? Prabhupada is saying, let's go to the proper system here. Prabhupada speaks about it. Let me just load it up here.
What is someone trying to do? They're trying to become more than a Shiksha Guru?
No. Sometimes when people are initiated on behalf of Srila Prabhupada as a disciple of Srila Prabhupada via the officiating Acharya ceremony or Ritvik ceremony, the person who's initiating on behalf of Srila Prabhupada sometimes claims to be their Shiksha Guru. You get what I'm saying?
They can claim to be the Shiksha Guru, but what difference does it make?
Well, if they're not a Uttama Adhikari, then how are they claiming to be a Shiksha Guru? Or,
How are they claiming to be a Shiksha Guru? Because they're not a Diksha Guru.
Yes.
I mean, they're imperfect.
Yes.
As long as a person is imperfect, Shiksha Guru, or it doesn't matter what you call them, unless you try to fend them off as I'm going to get something, as a pure devotee. If you're fending them off as a pure devotee, then you have big problems.
Okay. So Robert Prabhu asked, Robert Prabhu, what did you ask? What is the proper system, right?
Yes.
Yes, your question was here. That is answered here in the last sentence of Nectar of Instruction, verse 5. Srila Prabhupada says, or Rupa Goswami says, in the Nectar of Instruction, Upadeshamrita, therefore a disciple should be careful to accept an Uttama Adhikari as a spiritual master. So then another devotee asked a follow-up question, how can we identify an Uttama Adhikari? That's a very poignant question. How can we identify an Uttama Adhikari? So,
how many Uttama Adhikaris can we identify?
No, that's, we know Srila Prabhupada is an Uttama Adhikari, but how can we identify? How can we identify someone who's an Uttama Adhikari?
He's in his rasa with Krishna.
No. I'm saying like some sort of. Dilip, can you make your question more poignant? How can Nara Narayan Prabhu? You said he's in his rasa with Krishna, but how would a neophyte know someone who's in his rasa with Krishna?
Is it by what they say?
Is Rasa with Krishna, then he has no business getting initiated.
Because that person has all the attributes of a pure devotee, which that have been listed.
Okay. Jai. Okay, that's a Shastric answer. Rupa, do you know where that is in Srila Prabhupada's books? Qualities of the pure devotee? Do you
I
remember?
don't know. I'd have to try and search it out.
Okay. Yeah, that's a very good question. How can we identify an Uttama Adhikari? Rupa Manjari Prabhu said he or she has all the qualities of that is talked about in Srila Prabhupada's books. So let me try to find that. Here, the qualities of an Uttama Adhikari.
Because Haribol.
Yes, Prabhu. Hello. Okay, let me see here. Qualities of a pure devotee.
Because he's in touch with Krishna all the time. He's that pure devotee. It has been several times told by Prabhupada in his lectures that I am not dictating. It's been dictated by Krishna, right? And
No,
through
the
his
ISKCON Guru can say that too. Some Baba
Yeah.
can say that too, right?
It's impossible, bro. How can they say it?
No, anyone can
It's
say anything, but how are we going to identify? We're talking about someone can say that, okay,
Like proof?
huh?
Yeah.
They want proof?
Yes, some sort of proof. Yes, like some sort of what the Shastras say. Let's go by that.
Sorry for the interruption. Actually, I'm telling about myself that I am an Uttamadhikari. What is the basis? What is the basis of qualifying to become an Uttamadhikari?
First of all, you must know what an Uttama Adhikari is. Can you explain it to us?
Yes.
Then we can see if you're what Adhikari you are. Dilip Prabhu.
Dilip Prabhu, batao. If you are an Indian, I'm asking you in Hindi. Batao, Prabhu.
Anyone can come with dhoti, kurta, tilak, and kanchimala, and he can say that I'm an Uttamadhikari.
His words will always speak, Prabhu. Whatever you speak, right? If he's a devotee of Krishna, he will always be talking about Krishna. Nothing else, right, Prabhu? You can see it through Prabhupada's lectures.
Yes, you're right. But on camera, he's talking about Krishna, and off camera, he's talking about Maya, and he's telling himself that I'm an Uttamadhikari.
Yeah, that's precisely the question. That what is the qualities of the Uttama Adhikari? How would one know that someone is an Uttama Adhikari unless one?
So, Prabhu, it's not an actor playing his part, right? He is always in ras with Krishna, right? So whether he's outside, whether he's inside, for people those who are like very neophyte, they can't understand who is a pure devotee. But when you read books, when you read Prabhupada's books, you'll get to know that, right?
That is why the new people are being cheated.
Exactly, yeah, bro. I mean, first of all,
so how can we prevent them from being cheated? That is my question.
So, just see the Prabhupada's life, right? Just read his books, you'll get to know, right? Tell me anyone in this world, in this 21st century, who's written so many of books, which is, he's taken all the summary from the Vedas and written all the books. Srimad Bhagavatam. Who can do that? No one, yeah?
No one can do that, but in India, there are many people who are referring themselves as the Uttamadhikari.
Who is that? Who is that person? Please tell me, bro. Who is that person, bro?
In India, many people are saying, I am God. And start funding me, I'll make you God also.
Prabhupada says that's the first sign of a rascal if he says that he's God or
Exactly.
that he's a Uttamadhikari.
God is
They-
always one, yeah, bro. It's impossible.
Pure devotees don't brag about being pure devotees.
Yeah. Exactly, yes.
The
Very
opposite.
well. It's the opposite, yeah. If anyone says that we can make you God, tell them, can you marry 16,000 women at one time? And you can be at one place at their homes? Is it possible? Then you are a God. You can do that. Just tell them, no? Yeah, they can't handle one wife, and Krishna was handling 16,000 wives. Can you do can anyone do that here? Just ask them, no, bro. Dilip, bro,
No
you can
one
ask them.
can do that, but everyone can cheat new people.
So people who want to be cheated will be cheated because they're not hearing the chant, right? They're not doing quality chanting. Once you do the chanting properly, once you're hearing the Hare Krishna mantra, Prabhupada will always guide you, Hari Bol. He will not be cheated. These guys want to be cheated, right? These guys want to be into material world. They want to get cheated. So they are getting cheated. That's the point. Those who don't want to get cheated, they will be guided by Prabhupada. If there's 1% sincerity, Prabhupada will guide you. If there's no sincerity, Prabhupada can't do anything, right?
The way not to be cheated by the so-called gurus is one should hear from Srila Prabhupada for some time, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, his chanting, his kirtans, his lectures. In this way, he'll be able to understand, okay, this here is an Uttama Adhikari. And in this way, he can understand by Prabhupada's mercy and Krishna's mercy, you'll be able to understand these things, who is on what level. It'll take some time to understand, but I have some little experience meeting the various appointed ISKCON gurus, and at least making a comparative understanding about what they're saying, how they're behaving, and how they're acting. You can see clearly that they're not on the Uttama Adhikari platform. I'm sure Nara Narayan Prabhu, someone invited you to go to a Bhakti Vikas Swami's class or something, right?
Yeah.
And they were asking you something to that degree, that is he a bona fide guru and Uttama Adhikari? And you are not so much impressed, right?
Not only I wasn't too much impressed, when he began chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, I had to leave the temple room and go walking in a park elsewhere because it was so, hey,
Very well.
now it's possible that someone like Gorkishore Das Babaji or somebody could chant chaotically, but we should not be so stupid as to consider ordinary material chaos to be the same thing as spiritual complexity. That's just not the way it works. So, I mean, none of the ISKCON, I know all of the ISKCON gurus. Not one of them is an Uttama Adhikari. If they say they are, then they are simply cheating the people that they want to initiate. End of story. Because, I mean, how far do we need to take it? This Diksha Guru, that Diksha Guru, that Diksha Guru, that Diksha Guru, before we say the whole kit and caboodle are not bona fide spiritual masters.
Jai.
Basically, we can find out right away.
Exactly. And bro, chanting is the basic formula to get whatever you want in spiritual life, right? You can just see it through someone's face that he's not chanting properly. If you're not chanting properly, you'll get fall by these gurus, right? You'll fall in these traps, right? Because you're not sincerely chanting from your heart. Simple. It's just the simple thing, right?
It's not just chanting from your heart either, Mohit Prabhu. It is chanting as a self-realized soul.
Yes, bro. Got it. Yeah.
I mean, you can imagine the Gorkha Shodas Babaji, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, all chanted very intensely, and you would not confuse one with the other.
Exactly. Yeah, Prabhu.
But when you get down to comparing them, I mean, why would we even want to compare them? They are not in the same league. They are all Uttama Adhikaris, which means that they are in their relation. They are in their relationship with Krishna.
Krishna, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
Prabhu.
So there's
So
nothing
Dilip Prabhu, yeah.
by pursuing the dog-eared path of trying to find a pure devotee in ISKCON. If there were a pure devotee in ISKCON, Prabhupada would have said so.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes, Prabhu.
We would be able to tell.
Exactly.
I mean, if you
I
could
mean,
say,
Dilip,
Nara Narayan Prabhu, take your hands off your ears for a moment. Can you tell me, is this person a pure devotee of ISKCON, of Krishna as a guru of ISKCON? And I would take my hands off briefly, say, of course not, and then put my hands up back on again.
but Prabhu,
It's too much. It's too much a school for cheating. Why?
Wow.
Because everything is clear.
again, Dilip Prabhu is asking the same question. So, Prabhu, just a simple answer from my experience, what I can say that if you're chanting sincerely, just one round, if you're chanting just one round sincerely, Krishna will automatically guide you through a pure devotee. He will guide you through automatically. If you're not chanting properly, then you will be cheated. You have to hear what you're chanting. You can't do a mechanical chanting like not hearing Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, and you're not hearing it. You have to hear every word of the chant, right? Then
And
only you will not be cheated.
You have to realize every word of the chant.
Exactly, Haribo. Yes. So
Because the
I mean,
pure devotee is a person who chants flawlessly.
Haribo, Jai. Yes. Yes.
And there's
Bro.
no way to imitate that platform.
Yeah.
It's
All right. Mohit is absolutely right.
Thank you.
Yes.
All Krishna's mercy,
Absolute
God's mercy.
on the absolute platform.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Haribo.
So if you can
Okay.
hear Bhaktivinoda, hear Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, hear Srila Prabhupada, if you think that you can do this well without even practicing for 10 years or more, I mean, you can't. I mean, that's the end of the story. Prabhupada might be pleased with the way you're chanting, but that's not the same thing as reaching the Uttama Adhikari platform.
Okay, so there was one comment from Peter Prabhu when we were discussing about who or what are the symptoms of an Uttama Adhikari. So he said to go to Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, verse 54. And I'll read that verse, the translation and purport. Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, verse 54, 1972 edition. Contents of the Gita summarized. Arjuna said, what are the symptoms of one whose consciousness is thus merged in transcendence? How does he speak? What is his language? How does he sit? And how does he walk? And the purport goes, as there are symptoms for each and every man in terms of his particular situation, similarly, one who is Krishna conscious has his particular nature, talking, walking, thinking, feeling, etc. As a rich man has his symptoms by which he is known as a rich man, as a diseased man has his symptoms by which he is known as a diseased, or as a learned man has his symptoms, so a man in transcendental consciousness of Krishna has specific symptoms in various dealings. One can know his specific symptoms from the Bhagavad Gita, most important is how the man is, no, most important is how the man in Krishna consciousness speaks. For speech is the most important quality of any man.
Yeah. So when Prabhupada spoke, I and all the other devotees that joined early on in the movement had no idea what he was saying or why he was saying it. All we knew is he said, chant Hare Krishna, go back to Godhead, and your life will be sublime.
Mm.
And so when we sat down to take initiation, we took for granted that that is what Krishna wanted from us.
Mm.
But
Right.
then later on, when the fake gurus came in,
Mm-hmm.
there was no way to distinguish who would be a genuine guru out of those batch, or if there would be.
Yeah, if there would be, there was many would-bes.
Well, no kidding.
Many would-bes are still there, so.
Well, yeah, because what happened is that many devotees got initiated down the line
Mm.
by people who were initiated by Prabhupada.
Yeah,
So you could say they were second stage devotees,
Mm.
but that doesn't make their guru a first class devotee at all,
Mhm.
because they haven't passed the test. Just
Exactly.
because initiated doesn't mean they've passed the test of a rasa with Krishna.
There
They
is
don't rasa with Krishna. How can they hope to be any type of guru?
there is a misconception in the present day ISKCON, is that if someone is a disciple of Srila Prabhupada, like yourself, or any one of them, the 5,000, they are more advanced than someone just joining off the street. Well, maybe it's true to some regard, because, you guys directly participate in Srila Prabhupada's pastimes, but in reality, I think it's a misconception to think that someone who's acting as a appointed guru is more advanced than someone who has the proper understanding. A initiate.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
You're right on the target.
So there's many misconceptions that is going around just because they're initiated by Srila Prabhupada, His Divine Grace.
Yeah. They created the misconceptions.
Hmm.
They said, oh, my guru did this ceremony. I will do this ceremony. He made me a disciple. He will become my disciple.
Hmm.
But what makes that happen? Now, the Prabhu, where is he located? In India?
Yeah, Dilip Prabhu is in Bihar, he said.
Bihar.
Whoa.
Where did he
Dilip
come up
Prabhu?
with the location of this?
Actually, I'm facing some network issues.
That's fine, Prabhu. It's okay.
Bihar is a very poor state. That is why I'm facing some network issues.
It's okay. Don't worry.
Okay.
This video is being recorded and broadcasted. So if you want to go back, just go to my channel and it's posted there for the next 10,000 years.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Jai.
Okay, so back to my point that the misconceptions have to be dispelled for anyone to advance in spiritual life. If people are taking these insufficient gurus as some great authority more than Srila Prabhupada, they're just simply wasting their time. I mean,
Sorry.
They're not reading Prabhupada's original books. They're not hearing Srila Prabhupada's lectures, conversations. How would one advance besides, doing and listening to Srila Prabhupada?
Well, if they're reading Prabhupada's original books via the disciples, good, right?
That's good. Yes, we want that. Prabhupada wants that. And then, see, a lot of this is my insight to watching the whole show here, the fake show. A lot of people are just simply wasting their time by watching people like XYZ Swami's lectures. They have put Prabhupada on the side and they're not listening to Prabhupada's lectures. They're listening to this new so-called guru lectures.
Right. And that has to come to an abrupt halt.
Yes.
Because unless they can demonstrate that the so-called guru is an actual Uttama Adhikari, there's and their initiation is something more than just a token initiation like mine, then what are they going to accomplish by understanding all of that stuff? There's nothing to be derived from it.
Yeah. So that's that's something I realized, that if people were given the advocate facility, which is already there, created by Srila Prabhupada, they would be on a much higher level of realization, understanding, and Krishna consciousness within a few years, maybe in 2 years. They'll be more advanced than their so-called, bogus guru.
Or even 10 years. But how about 0 years? They're not able to get past anybody.
Try. Okay. Mohit Prabhu, please write down his address.
Satisfied yet? It's a most difficult question, and I've never had to face it before.
What question?
Oh, about how you get past the bogus gurus to get to the genuine Uttama Adhikari. Well,
that's what we're saying, that they can just drop that so-called guru's, muffled voice and take up directly to Srila Prabhupada's transcendental sound vibration, which is recorded and archived all over the internet. Chanting, lectures, letters.
Yeah, there's nothing to stop people from having direct access to the sound vibration of the pure devotee of the Lord, who is part and parcel of Krishna and will never be non-different than Krishna, and who is fully representing Krishna, and he can represent Krishna to you too. But you have to understand what he's doing and how he's doing it.
Yeah. Jai. So recently I met Hridayananda Swami. Hridayananda, I don't want to call him Swami. He's like a deviant person, deviant disciple. He never encouraged anyone to listen to Prabhupada's lectures, nor did he talk anything about from Prabhupada's books. Nothing like that. It was just totally like, nonsense what he was speaking about. So,
and take into account, he did the English work on the 10th, 11th, and 12th cantos.
Yeah.
So read from the 10th, 11th, and 12th cantos is bound to be bogus. There's no way that any of it could be bona fide.
Okay.
And this is Prabhupada's, as it were, revenge on having been poisoned to death in the midst of translating.
Okay. There's some comments here. Okay. There are some comments here from our devotees by one devotee named Edwin Chandra is asking a question. Let me put it on the screen so everyone can see online. Edwin Chandra Prabhu asked this question: why can't I put my guru's picture beside Srila Prabhupada?
That's an interesting question, isn't it?
Who's gonna go for it? Who's gonna throw the spear at the guru?
Why can't I put a photograph of a pig next to Srila Prabhupada's picture next to Prabhupada? I mean, how are you going to compare Hridayananda to an Uttama Adhikari?
Absolutely no comparison. So that's the answer. I mean, how can any ordinary person? I mean, if you look at the disciplic succession, these are all Uttama Adhikaris. You know, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, I mean, Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. They are Nitya Siddha devotees.
Yeah, they were all great saintly persons, and they were meant to be delivered to us.
Hmm.
Us means in the fallen in the golden age of Kali, that we would be the recipients of their transcendental mercy in the course of study. But abandoned that idea because there were ISKCON gurus who had chosen to not follow Prabhupada, and as a result, they deviated. So where do you get back on the track once there's a deviation? Essentially, you can't.
Yeah. You just have to drop that deviation and then just get on the right track. Forget. But it's very hard. I mean,
that does to the Sankirtan movement.
What did you say, Prabhu? Nara Narayan?
To the Sankirtan movement?
No, I'm saying that if someone, you're talking about if someone has deviated, it's very hard for them, or it's, what did you say? It's hard for them to come on track, or?
It's hard for us to come on track listening to them.
Oh, yes. Right. The present day so-called gurus, whatever they speak is tainted with their own, misunderstanding. And when they speak, they themselves have misunderstood what Prabhupada is saying. And by speaking,
huge material flaws, shall we put it?
Yes, huge material flaws. And with that flaws, they're speaking in this way, the whole atmosphere gets contaminated. The whole vibration is contaminated.
Yes.
So
the curse that we created for ourselves by accepting Tamal Krishna and the others as successor gurus.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very difficult. Then a follow-up question by Edwin Chandra Prabhu. He's asking a question. So why are thousands of people getting initiated in ISKCON? So many educated people.
Because they have no reason to believe that ISKCON is not the bona fide process of developing pure, unalloyed love of God.
Because they want to get cheated. Simple. They want to get cheated. They're educated. Materially educated. And they want material enjoyment. That's why they're getting cheated. Simple. Sorry, bro. Sorry.
Yes, Narayan Prabhu, can you speak to Edwin? He's saying, so why are thousands of people getting initiated in ISKCON? So many educated people are getting initiated by these insufficient gurus. Why? He's saying, what's going on here?
Well, the initiations that they are taking are called insufficient guidance.
Yeah.
They cannot give proper diksha because they have not even heard it themselves. If they went through the sound vibration and repeated it, they would find that they're not repeating the sound vibration as it is. So that means that their initiation is not bona fide. So that means that they're going to have to come back in future lives to take more initiations or to do more study because of having murdered Prabhupada. End of story.
And one more thing, bro, when he says educated, right? Material education can't explain your spiritual quotient, right? It's materially educated. You are materially educated. You're not spiritually elevated on that level.
To hear it carefully.
Yes, if you're using the word educated, you have to be clear. It's material or spiritual.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're offending your own guru, right? You're making Diksha Guru, you're becoming a Diksha Guru, you're offending your own guru, right? You're becoming a Diksha Guru. Where has Prabhupada said this? Just show it to us. Simple. Give us a proof and we'll validate that.
Where's the connection?
Right. So there's some comments here from our devotees. I'd like to read it. Let's see here. Let me just go back a little bit.
This is an amazing class.
It's not a class, it's an open and discussion.
Well,
You mean the discussion online?
Right.
Yes.
So go ahead.
Oh, he's asking, so Saurabh Sahu Prabhu is saying, so what, Ronald Prabhu, your understanding about Nimai Nati Prabhu's discussion and ISKM's initiation process? Well, Nimai Nati is a bona fide devotee, so what's the difficulty in presenting Krishna consciousness as Srila Prabhupada wanted it? So I don't see any problem in his presentation of Krishna consciousness. If you'd like to ask a specific question, you can, but I have no problem with Nimai Nati's. I don't know much about ISKM. We are followers of Srila Prabhupada, and Prabhupada wrote some documents. He wrote the incorporation documents, then he gave the direction of management, and then he gave how the BBT should function, and then he gave his instructions on how the movement should be carried on. So we're particularly concerned about Prabhupada's ISKCON movement, which right now is in not such a good shape. So,
or it is in good shape. It's just that we are coming out of the dark with it.
So let's see here.
How to get out of the puzzle.
Right. So, Jai. Let's see. Peter Prabhu says, by the way, the Brahma Vaivarta Purana says the Vedas will be presented from the first 10,000 years of Kali Yuga. Okay. Saurabh Sahu Prabhu is saying in ISKCON, why are they offering bhoga to this guru's picture?
Because they're rascals. They're rascals. They're offending their guru indirectly.
They are hoping that those guru's picture is a real guru. And it's a mistake.
Okay. Then Saurabh Sahu Prabhu is saying in Mayapur, these rascal gurus now are treated like as God, so you can see peoples are also completely ignorant. Yeah, there's a statement by Srila Prabhupada that I think he says something about the masses of people are ignorant. So
it's simple, bro. These people want to get cheated, so they are getting cheated. Simple.
Prabhupada
want to get cheated, and they're getting cheated.
Yeah, Prabhupada wanted to eliminate all the cheating before his corporeal form, so that people wouldn't have to be raising questions like this.
Yeah, there was a statement about Prabhupada was saying there's so many bogus gurus. That's why we're writing these books and presenting Krishna consciousness to eliminate all this cheating.
Well, we're going to have to work harder because we have to work into the mistakes that have been made and the realizations that have not been reached in terms of these gurus in ISKCON and stuff like that. It's a very sick opportunity.
We have Nitai from San Francisco joining. Prabhu, welcome.
Jai.
Okay. Let's see here. Sir Sahu Prabhu also said, first of all, they aren't gurus. They are conditioned souls, so no bhoga need to be offered to a person who is now in hell. And Peter saying hridaya means die, means death of the heart.
You don't have to offer prasadam, but then again, why not? I mean, you can offer prasadam to anybody.
And then Saurabh Sahu Prabhu is saying, because they are in the mode of ignorance, it's become, Peter Prabhu saying, it has become the Catholic Church of Hare Krishna.
You're in the mode of confused status.
Confusion. Yes,
Yeah.
okay. Saurabh Sahu Prabhu is saying, yes, Peter Prabhu is all rascal. Srila Prabhupada wants quality over quantity. Peter Prabhu is saying, Srila Prabhupada wants quality over quantity. And then Peter Prabhu is saying, one moon is better than many glowworms. Saurabh Sahu Prabhu is saying, one moon, not so many stars.
Yeah.
Peter Prabhu, easily scared and can stampede anytime.
Well, yeah.
Glowworms. Okay.
So we have to know what we're trying to our objective is before going after and putting our life's energy and our family fortune onto the objective.
Yeah.
We don't know
Okay,
what
so
the is, then we're going to make all sorts of stupid mistakes, right?
yeah, we don't want to make mistakes in spiritual life. At least, mitigate those mistakes or eliminate them.
Well, look at it this way.
Hmm.
No matter how many mistakes people make, no matter how many bogus gurus they worship, no matter how many rabbit holes they end up ducking down,
They're eternal.
they get spiritual advancement because Krishna has provided that opportunity. Will it be perfect the way Prabhupada created? Zero chance. Will it be something or other in the end? Sure, of course, why not?
Okay, so Rupa Manjari, any comments, realizations, Prabhu? Welcome.
Not right now.
Okay, Robert Prabhu, anything you would like to say, Prabhu? Robert, okay. Dilip is there. He posted a question. Who wants to get cheated and why? Nobody wants to get cheated. And why they want to get cheated?
You sure?
Hmm?
Are you? Nobody wants to be a cheater or get cheated?
No, he's saying who wants to get cheated and why?
Dilip Prabhu, Haribol.
Gain something out of it.
He left, I guess.
Okay, yeah, he has bad connection. So let me
Yeah.
see here if there's any.
Who has a bad connection?
What was his
There's a
name?
new devotee Prabhu from
Dilip Prabhu.
Dilip Prabhu.
Okay, so I'd like to make an announcement here that if anyone's watching on Facebook, YouTube, anywhere in the world, they can contact us by getting in the description of the video, there's a link to our group where they can
Yeah.
come in, ask questions, share realizations, correct us, and fight with us.
Correct it if possible.
Mm.
But we're not here to win. We're here to speak the truth. And sometimes like winning.
All right. Okay. Dilip Prabhu's back.
Dilip Prabhu, ask your question again. What was it?
You were saying that they want to get cheated. They want to get cheated. My question is, who wants to get cheated and why?
People, those who are, those who don't want to follow Prabhupada, right? They want to follow a bogus guru, and they just want to ego boost their gurus. I mean, they want to get cheated, right? Prabhupada has said it specifically in his books, right?
How can we identify that the guru is bogus or genuine?
When he's self-boosting himself, right? When he's offending his own guru, right? Whatever his guru has written, he's already offending it, right? He's saying, I'm Diksha Guru for the next 10,000 years. That is not possible, right? They want to become Diksha Gurus, right? Offending your own guru is a big sin, right? Which ISKCON has done it. And yeah, Prabhu. Yeah, Prabhu, go ahead.
Your point is absolutely right. But my question is, how can we identify, specifically the new one? It is very difficult for them.
Well, to identify this appointed gurus to be scammers is that you need to understand what Prabhupada wanted for his society and how he wanted the society to go on. So if someone is intelligent enough to understand how Prabhupada had set up a system, and then you explain it to them and they see, oh, this is what Prabhupada wanted. And if they accept it,
see what happens in India. A person who doesn't know anything about Krishna consciousness, and then he sees a building, and in that building it is ISKCON, and the man enters that building, and they hear like Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, and the Mahamantra, and he's not knowing he's being cheated or he's being advanced in his spiritual life.
Do one thing, Prabhu, just a simple tip for you. Close your room, sit at one place and just chant and hear it. All answers would be answered, right?
No,
All
he's not talking about himself. He's talking about others who are going to ISKCON temples. Yeah, so that's where you come in.
Before going to ISKCON, people don't even know about Krishna consciousness, you know?
Well, that's a good point, that innocent people go to ISKCON temples and they get misled. So that is a fact, you know, that, but if they're intelligent and they meet the right people, for example, you go to the temple and you explain it to them and then you change their life. So I think there's some responsibility for everyone here to.
Dilip Prabhu, any of your friends who's in this mess, just tell him to hear a Prabhupada lecture and just chant purely. Just do your quality chanting. It will automatically, Prabhupada will automatically guide to you, and through his books, he will get you know the real truth, what is Krishna consciousness, right?
I'm surprised if a lot of horrible things get shown up in the process. Because people are weak, people are fools.
Yeah, people are weak and people are fools. That's a very good point. Yeah.
When you want to get fooled, you are always fooled, right? They want to get fooled, Prabhu, because they want that. What do we call it?
We have to take into account this is all part of Krishna's plan.
Haribo.
Cheating.
Except ISKCON, what is the medium through which people can know Krishna consciousness? I'm talking about new people.
Have everything perfectly lined up.
Prabhupada's Vani.
Was here. Things were seemingly lined up, but actually they weren't.
Just hear Prabhupada lectures, Prabhu. You can find it online, offline, right?
Lectures, you'll find everything perfectly.
Yeah, Dilip Prabhu is asking a question. Besides Srila Prabhupada's movement, ISKCON, what other places can they find real spirituality?
Hear directly from Prabhupada.
Exactly, Ronald Prabhu is not about.
Yeah, that's a very good question. That
we're going through the process. Ask us in 10 years and we'll have a better answer. Because we're in the process. So the thing is that we have to figure out what happened and how it happened this way. We have to hear how it happened to the Gaudiya Math and how it happened in that way. And when we get a clear view of what actually happened, we'll be able to understand what we need to do next. And we'll see that it's a process of the cheaters and the cheated.
Yeah, actually, my experience has been talking with various devotees like yourself, Rupanuga, Bashu Ghosh, Vishwakarma, and the whole gang. You know, that first generation that got initiated from 66 to 1970. Not these devotees, even though they have a lot of experience and insight, nobody wants to hear from them, or they have a subverted understanding about what Prabhupada exactly wanted. And many of them are disfranchised with Prabhupada's movement, ISKCON. Even though their guru is a pure devotee, they are thinking themselves that, let me establish my own movement, where I would be, have some sort of position, this, that. So that is some resistance, because they are equating Srila Prabhupada's movement as it's going now to have failed.
Well, they would like to think that. But let's
Yes.
look at where we are and where we started out and how we got to where we are right now tonight. Why? We're in the process of being bewildered and disenfranchised and confused by what has happened. Not to ourselves, but to the Gaudiya Math. So if we have all this confusion, then let's live with that confusion until we've sorted it out,
Jai.
which we will.
Yeah.
But we're quite intelligent, because we have Ramachandra, who's quite intelligent.
We have Nara Narayan Prabhu, who knows the whole history of ISKCON, at least.
If you can get past my sobs of grief.
We have
we're
Rupa also.
the right track. The reason why it seems so difficult right now is because everybody is in the middle of a confusing situation.
We have Rupa also. She is the vice president of this league, bro. Don't forget her.
And why would Mohit be confused? Because he's listening to people that gave him confusing instructions. So now it's time to make everybody unconfused.
Okay.
And
So-
it's not gonna be hard to do.
So we have some comments from our devotee well-wishers online who are watching. Thank you for watching, and I will be reading your comments now.
Please do.
Rupa, maybe you can read, Rupa, please. There's some more comments. You haven't spoken tonight, so.
Sure. Okay, Vitnik Esigwal says, it was all in Prabhupada's books, his original books. That's why the demons made the effort to change them. Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 19, verse 157. Prabhupada had written, if one thinks there are many pseudo or non-devotees within, one should directly consult the spiritual master. Now, new editions say otherwise. And then Edwin Chandra says, ISKCON is the only medium to get connected with Prabhupada. Plus, it is Prabhupada's movement.
Try, Edwin.
Yeah, that's safe to say.
Sorav Sahu says, original books and original websites of Prabhupada need to follow nothing else.
You can't miss with Prabhupada directly. You can't kill it, but you can definitely keep him quiet for a while.
Vitnik,
So this Haribol.
Yes, Mohit, someone is
I
speaking.
guess
Mohit. Yes.
Prabhu is here. He's defending ISKCON, right? These ISKCON worldwide, that ISKCON is not rejecting Prabhupada, right? You need to just.
Well, How can anyone reject Srila Prabhupada? Without Srila Prabhupada, there won't be no Krishna consciousness movement. So
Exactly.
there's no question about rejecting ISKCON or Srila Prabhupada. It's not possible.
That point is being made repeatedly clear. And because it's being made repeatedly clear, it cannot be off the table.
Yeah, they
Okay.
might. Go ahead, Rupa. Yes.
Okay, Vitnik Esigwal says, where Prabhupada said to hear or consult from the spiritual master, the demons changed it to one should stick to the society, even though Prabhupada always said to neglect the pseudo or non-devotees. Edwin
Sure.
Chandra says, ISKCON is not rejecting Prabhupada. Saurav Sahu says, it is not Prabhupada's ISKCON.
Exactly my point. Yeah, this is what I want to say. It's not Prabhupada's vision, right? It's not Prabhupada's ISKCON. It's been run by some handful of GBC.
Oh no, ISKCON is Prabhupada's ISKCON. The thing is that you can see the difficulty and struggle we have going through the words and the opinions. That's because the meaning is so tangled up as to what it's supposed to be. But you keep on going, it'll all straighten out.
No, bro. Nana, bro, I have a doubt here, bro. You're saying that it's ISKCON is Prabhupada's mission. It's everything what Prabhupada has said. We get to know about Prabhupada through ISKCON. But the point is, people are getting cheated, right? It's not what Prabhupada wanted.
Of course,
It's
cheated.
Prabhupada's ISKCON, but
Us as well.
sorry,
Every-
Haribu.
Bhaktisiddhanta's movement as well.
Exactly. But I mean, it's not been run how Prabhupada wanted. Books have been changed. So this is what I want you to say to those guys, right? Otherwise, the general masses will follow again the ISKCON leaders, right? That's what my point is.
To be able to do it because of what we're doing.
Yeah. So
Mohit Prabhu is saying the general masses of people are following this ISKCON movement, which has deviated. Even though these deviations have occurred, it is still Prabhupada's movement. It's our responsibility to clear up these deviations. It's not that they have started their own movement. No, it is still Prabhupada's movement, even though seemingly it has been hijacked or whatever you want to call it. It's no longer Prabhupada's movement. It's still Prabhupada.
I just wanted this hijack line to be said it again, so that the masses get to know what's going on. That's it, bro.
Okay,
That's it.
so yeah, so wherever ISKCON is being used, it is Srila Prabhupada's movement. No matter who is, and how they're dealing with things. They might not be following, or they are not following Srila Prabhupada's instructions, but still, it is Prabhupada's movement. We're not gonna X out Prabhupada from ISKCON.
To some degree, and that's where it becomes for us. Our job is to make it pure.
Right. So that is our responsibility as followers and disciples and well-wishers
Yeah,
to set the record straight.
everybody on this Zoom call.
So we're not against ISKCON or Prabhupada or anything to do with Srila Prabhupada's movement. So many people think that we are against this movement. No, absolutely not.
No, and we're not against Bhaktisiddhanta's movement either.
Evo, Jai.
We have to sort it out. As
Right.
in kindergarten, we have to separate the shit from the candy.
Exactly, bro.
So what is the highest form of worshiping Krishna?
We have to do the best we can. But after time goes on, the best we can will reach perfection.
Robert Prabhu, you asked a question that is answered in Srila Prabhupada's book. What is the best way to worship Krishna? You can do it by Shravanam, Kirtanam, it's all there in Prabhupada's books. Hearing, chanting, reading, listening, going to the temple, offering obeisances.
but not being willing to let not bona fide information be thrust into our ears.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There are others who want to thrust it into our ears.
I mean, the first initial years, Prabhu, I would suggest you to just listen to Prabhupada's Kirtans, books. Just go through his original scripts, which is Macmillan edition of Bhagavad Gita. Just read those books. Just hear Prabhupada for the first 2 years, right? Then you'll get to know a grasp of what real Krishna consciousness is. You'll feel it,
Yeah.
yeah. Then you can go it, yeah.
It's good, but we have to also go ahead with our own studies, etc. You know,
Yeah.
try to get these guys under wraps. We can't let them prevail, and we don't want to let them go and have fun at our expense. So we want to create an atmosphere where they are challenged and we prevail.
Hare Krishna. Okay, there's some more comments from our devotees online. Okay, let's see. Edwin Chandra made a comment. So you're saying ISKCON is Prabhupada's movement, but in a twisted way. I guess you can use it like that. Yes.
You answered a question.
Huh?
You've answered your question already.
Yeah,
right?
I've answered this
He's
question
good.
already. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And Peter's saying, if you change Shakespeare, the people in the UK would string you up from a light post, but change Prabhupada books, nobody in ISKCON gives a fig.
Haribol, Jai. Haribol, good one.
So
Say
it's like,
present Prabhupada's books as the authentic books. They will no longer be able to say that.
Jai.
Jai.
Aristophanes, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Haribol.
And Saurav Sahu Prabhu is saying, you need to open centers.
Haribol.
I'm not.
I've been telling this to Nara Narayan Prabhu several times. Ronald Prabhu, please come.
We
to
already have
India.
centers. We have ISKCON center here. Why should I open my own center? I actually want to help them to get somewhere. You know, it's not my idea to open my own center. You know.
Nittai Prabhu is coming.
Too soon.
Yep. We want to work with them, improve the situation. We don't want to start a competitive institution.
So Nimai Nittai Prabhu is there, I guess.
No, this is not Nimai Nati. He's Nitai only.
Okay, sorry, bro.
It's okay.
Heavy, and it got heavier.
Okay, Peter Prabhu saying, separate the razor blades from the candy. Take the sand out of the sweet rice. Saurav Sahu, without centers, there is no active fights.
Well, that's what we're trying to accomplish, is create genuine ISKCON centers with Krishna at the center, with Prabhupada at the center, where everything is Prabhupada at the center. And then when we have that, then we'll be able to reestablish ISKCON along those lines.
Yeah, this is the center online here. So you come here, that's our center.
Right. Yes.
And if you want to come live here, you're welcome. Okay, Edwin Prabhu is saying if they open their own centers, then it will mean they have rejected ISKCON.
No,
And,
no, quite the opposite.
So is Prabhupada Anugas doing any moves, making any moves in India or no?
there are a couple of
That we
Prabhupada Nuga, officiating Acharya groups in India. So yes, they are doing something.
Yeah, let them all do things, but let them be authentic.
Yes. Edwin Chandra is saying Edwin Chandra is saying their mood is to remove all ISKCON appointed gurus and put Prabhupada as the only guru.
Haribol, Jai.
And Saurav Sahu Prabhu is saying yes.
Of course.
Of course, this is the.
Well, are they like putting up signs in front of ISKCON temples and all that? Are they trying to get those sheep devotees? Are they rattling their cages?
Rattling their cages?
We're certainly rattling people's cages.
No,
I don't-
like no, these the devotees in Prabhupada or Nugas in India. Are they going to like meeting individual ISKCON attendees and showing them Prabhupada poison tape, where Prabhupada is saying, "I'm being poisoned"?
Well, I'm not really sure what they're doing because I'm not so much connected with them, but there are several online
Mhm.
programs where it's happening at centers all across the world
Uh-huh.
where they are talking about things like the poisoning issue, the book issue, the
I mean,
the
Prabhu, I
bogus guru
guess
issue. So people
from
are
my
getting more and more aware of the
Uh-huh.
whole.
At first, I thought it was going to be, you find the target, hit the target, win the target. That's your target. You've won, and that's it. But I'm beginning to see it's going to be happening in every direction.
Yeah, it has to happen on a global scale, which is to some degree. And
So, Nitai Prabhu, from my experience specifically in India,
yes,
I mean, there are two organizations specifically. One is ISKCON Bangalore and one is ISKCON, Hare Krishna Village. Both these guys are doing a great job. Both these centers are doing a great job.
Mhm.
And they just don't show the poison video to you. But yeah, after reading Prabhupada books, you'll automatically get to know. I mean, then devotees see it online and then they realize that
Mhm.
Prabhupada was poisoned. So they don't show it directly, but yeah,
Yeah.
this just sell this that
Philip,
ISKCON have been changed. Yeah. Then after 2-3 years, you all automatically get to know that. So they
Yeah,
don't
they
just
don't just
hide it
go
in
straight
public.
up with the hardcore
Yeah.
stuff.
You
Yeah,
can't,
yeah, yeah.
in spite of our declining age.
You can't directly do it, Prabhu, because that's not the process. First, you hear Prabhupada lectures, Prabhupada books,
Yeah. You
chant
gotta
properly.
appreciate him first, but yeah. No,
Yeah.
no, yeah. So like, so what you're saying is those people who go to ISKCON, they don't listen to Prabhupada at all. They just listen to whoever speaks.
I mean, if they're going to ISKCON Bangalore or Hare
No,
Krishna
like
Village,
if they're going
then
to like mainstream ISKCON, but yeah, I guess ISKCON Bangalore, they're probably like Prabhupada's in the center, so
yes, yes. They have a lot of lectures Prabhupada
all
gives.
them on. So I used to go last year from their morning lectures from morning to evening. So it's all Prabhupada, always, right?
uh-huh. Is it
And then,
relishable? Like, is it people relish it? Do you like relish it?
yeah, Prabhu, I've just relished it. That's why I'm sitting here, right?
Uh,
I was the first person who got in touch with ISKCON Bangalore group, and then after 3,
yeah,
5 years, 3 to 4 years, I got to know the real meaning of Krishna consciousness and what
yeah,
Krishna wants from us, right? Why we are in this material world roaming around in lives and
Mhm.
lives and lives, wasting our life, right? So
Yeah,
yeah, they're doing a great job, bro.
yeah. Well, I guess like a lot of like there's needs to be like big ambition, so it goes faster.
Well, the
Exactly, bro.
final resolution needs to take faster. We have to take into account what is it it's all about. Why are we doing this? So we can have so many things happening to get to the goal that we're looking for.
We have some comments now, some more comments. We had like 11, 12 viewers, so we're getting a lot of views online. It's very
We
it's
are
very
all
nice. So
Bro, you
uh,
need to read the comments again, I guess.
yeah, Mohit Prabhu, maybe you can read, Prabhu.
Okay, so I'll read it.
Hey, or
Uh,
more, so
Useless name says this. We are all ISKCON. Prabhupada has said, anyone who follows me, he is ISKCON. Then Bhakta Peter says, my cage is rattled. Edwin Chandra. Edwin Chandra. Yeah, in America, you can protest like that. Useless name says that the problem is Guru Tattva. Gurus aren't voted in. Prabhupada always says no rubber stamping. Saurav Sahu then comments how Prabhupada's health deteriorated from 1976 to 1977. So much wonder. So the poisoning thing is real, right? Bhakt Peter, I know firsthand.
So he hasn't heard the poisoning video, I guess.
Yeah, useless name Guru is self-effulgent. Prabhupada wasn't voted into Guru Tattva by his god brothers. But that's the GBC system. Yeah. Edwin Chandra, if everyone goes against the present Guru system, then ISKCON and GBC will collapse. Hari Bol Jai.
Hi, Edwin Prabhu.
I was not expecting this from him, but he's
Edwin is a self-realized person. He's
Hari Bol.
he's my friend.
Jai. Edwin Prabhu ki Jai. Hari Bol. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Good
what
one.
kind of protest did Edwin Prabhu do so far?
Well, Edwin has done a lot of protests. He did protests in Fiji for many years. So next time we meet him, he'll tell you the whole story.
I think I added him on Facebook.
Okay, very good. So please contact him. He'll tell you his story if he feels.
Yeah.
But when he was asking questions, Prabhu, I thought he was from the mainframe ISKCON, but yeah. Slowly.
He might be from the mainframe ISKCON. Who knows?
ISKCON corporate.
ISKCON corporate culture,
Yeah.
right? Vice president.
You need to send me the number. Edwin was looking for Mandanga. So Nitai Prabhu.
Yeah, I don't know. I forgot
Once you
his
find
name.
it. Once you find it. Yes.
No, I don't have his number. I just
Oh, you don't have.
met him in person, so yeah.
Okay, no problem. Okay. Edwin was looking for Mandanga. Okay, so we have about 20 minutes. Nitai, anything you'd like to say, Prabhu? What's going on?
Yeah, like any concerns or issues I could address or talk about related to Prabhupada.
Sure.
Comments.
Sure, whatever you like. This is the place.
Yeah, I'd like to see the comments.
Oh, you want to see comments? Okay. Now let me go to comments. 1 second. Here we go.
Let's see. Which one do you guys like?
Whichever
the
one you
poisoning
like.
thing is right. Sorry. Yeah, you gotta watch the poisoning video. You're gonna be shocked. Number 2 is Guru. So yeah, there's I think no one could these people cannot like claim to be Jesus. But if everyone goes against the present GBC, that's the fear, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna collapse. It's just gonna start afresh, and like everyone's gonna be bewildered and lost and everything. But when people like the correct people start attending, they are gonna slowly. The right people are gonna come back or come in. So I hear that the fear of collapsing is big, but yeah, I think we have to. Whatever happens is good. But as long as the right thing goes out.
Yeah. Nothing is going to collapse, but nothing's going to happen automatically.
Yeah. So whatever happens, no one cares if it collapses or anything, as long as what's correct goes out.
Yeah.
If people are worried about like concerned about collapsing, that's like in a way a sense gratification because you're just taking the easy way out.
There is no easy way out.
No, like when people they're saying it's going to collapse, it sounds they're fearful that it's going to collapse. That sounds like, oh yeah, it's going to collapse, so I'm not going to do anything about it. No, I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm going to take the easy way out.
He collapsed because they killed Jesus. That's not what's happening here.
Yeah, and like if people start standing up and showing regular devotees the facts and truths, start showing the Prabhupada poison video, so people clearly know Prabhupada.
Happened.
They're going to be shocked, and yeah.
And then they can take part in the reconstruction of ISKCON.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they'll have more.
Reconstruction.
They'll have real enthusiasm, not the bad one. And I've noticed people who have read the changed books from Prabhupada, and if they became so-called devotees, they end up down the line. They end up criticizing and doing bad stuff. Not doing bad stuff, bad actions, but they're just not fully there.
Wasting their own and our time.
Oh, can you repeat
Okay.
that? I didn't get that.
I guess, bro, you should read a comment which has come on online.
Okay, 1 second. Yes.
Come on, bro. Haribol.
Yeah, go ahead.
You read it, bro.
From where?
From
Useless name from Saurav Sahu's.
right
and
here
then-
about
About the poison tape, I talked to devotees and they give the most half-assed, half-hearted excuse. They know it to be true, they can't deny it, but they will for the good of institution. Yeah, they deny it, they say it's been proven, blah blah blah, but yeah. Because this guy used to come to my grandparents' house back in the island, and yeah, I told my uncles about it. And my uncles asked him, so yeah, did they really poison that guy? And he responded, oh no, it's been debunked. And he was like a devout disciple of Tamal Krishna.
Hmm.
And the cool thing is I found a card that says ISKCON life member. And I recently, like 2 days ago, found the benefits of the card that says you could stay in any ISKCON temple or institution for 3 days if you show that card.
Interesting.
That's cool.
So that's a lifetime card, I guess, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's a
it's from like 75.
lifetime membership. That's what,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's like dated 1975, so it's cool.
Hmm.
Let's see. I was referring to poisoning theory. No, I don't. Yeah, it's not. It's not a theory because yeah.
So all we want is a genuine thing, and that comes a little more gradually.
Yeah, and Prabhupada was hated being around them, but especially Bhakti Charu, and I could see it in his face. And another thing is, if you guys are aware of it, right before Bhakti Charu died, he made a video with all the medical stuff in his face, saying he brought up the poison topic again. So if anyone saw it, yeah, I saw it. I should have saved it, but I thought other people saved it too.
Oh, so what are you saying? When Bhakti Charu Swami was passing away,
He brought up the poison issue.
he brought up the poison issue? I did not know.
Yes, he repeated.
I also
the same
didn't
thing.
know this too. Yes.
10
Oh.
minute. He had a 10-minute. He hung up. He was with this devotee for 10 minutes, and yeah, he recorded a video on the phone, and yeah, he brought up the poison issue. He had stuff like he had those, those medical stuff in his nose.
Yeah.
Wires. Yeah, he was looking like that. He looked like shit, but yeah.
So he spilled the beans. Is that what you're saying?
He repeated the same thing. He always repeated that someone said Prabhupada was poison, but he did bring up the poison issue again.
Oh. So
Did he
okay.
bring up or not? Did he bring up or not? He
Yes,
said
he
it
did.
clearly.
Yes, he said poison, Prabhupada poison issue. Like, yeah,
Acha.
yeah. So I guess you guys, I think the video has been suppressed by the GBC of Atlanta or no,
Sure.
Florida or Orlando. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Interesting.
Good to hear that. Haribol.
Yeah.
At
so,
least
yeah.
before death, someone is accepting it, right? Who's
Yeah,
been with Prabhupada, right?
Yeah. So yeah, like I really seen that video, and it was so like it was to me it was like he was repeating the same thing for the third time, but yeah. Then
Tamal
like
got
a
Bhakti
few minutes after, it's like, oh, I got the news. He's dead.
Prabhupada.
Wow. So you heard it live, huh?
Yeah, I heard it like it was.
I guess Nara Narayan bro wants to add something, bro. He was saying something. Haribol?
What?
Yes, Nara Narayan Prabhu, you are gonna speak.
Oh, I was going to say the Bhakti Charu was a intimate follower of Tamal, and therefore Tamal poisoning Prabhupada was Bhakti Charu also taking up the poisoning of Prabhupada.
Yeah, and one more thing is that I didn't like is that when the Kaviraj was there, they said they really had the nerve to ask Prabhupada if he was having mental issues. Who asked? That's not the thing to ask.
Yeah, it's very offensive to say when someone is a pure devotee that they're having mental issues.
Yeah.
You're right.
He asked Prabhupada if he has mental issues, like he's like a regular nobody. Oh,
Idiot
Prabhupada,
questions.
you're having mental issues? What? Yeah, like that. So really
He's-
heinous in my books. Yeah.
He's a pure devotee. He knows your mental issues. He knows your mental issues, man. How can these guys talk like this?
Yeah. So yeah,
Interesting.
you could search it up and see it yourself.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, we're down to the wire, 15 minutes.
Bro, Edwin Prabhu had some comment. He's again and again asking about that court case. What happened? Is the court still running? Just-
Edwin said, I thought the poison case was still in court. I'm not really sure if it ever went to court or was it in court.
Nah, no one cares about it anymore. So
Yeah. Useless name is saying, I think Puranjana Prabhu Tim Lee still has the recording of Bhakti Charu. I heard
no, that's not it. I asked him, and he was shocked too. He said the one he has is a few months old. And I asked, yeah, the one he has is a few months old, and I asked him, oh yeah, I heard it again, and in that video, Charu sounded healthy, but the one I saw, he sounded sick.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Just before his departure. I see.
So I contacted Tim Lee, and he said, yeah, that video was a few months, and the one I saw, because I would have recorded it, saved it if I because right after he made that comment about the poison issue, like the last poison issue, you made the comment, Ranjan made a video on it, and I thought he got the same video, like he saw the same video I saw.
Okay.
No, I watched it a second time and I realized, oh shit, this guy sounds healthy, and the other guy, and the other video, he was sick. He was like, you could barely understand him. He was mumbling. Yeah.
Oh, acha. All right. Try.
Yeah.
There's a question from Saurav Sahu.
Okay, 1 second. Let me go back there. All right. Where is it?
Yeah. So I guess the best thing someone can do is join the team who was join the bandwagon and try to slide out the video.
Yeah, so if anyone is watching online, if they have that video, please contact us. We'd like to see that video. Just
So
before
I saw that it was, yeah, I saw it like 5 minutes ago, and 30 minutes ago we got the news that he's gone.
Oh, okay. So that's just just before his passing.
Yes.
That he mentioned the poison issue.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, if we mention it the third time, then that's like it means something.
Yeah. So Saurav Sahu is saying, who is Nico Kuyut? People in ISKCON saying it's actually his conspiracy to take out ISKCON's property. I'm not really sure who this person is.
That's Nico Kuyt. He wrote, someone has poisoned me.
And did about projects.
What? Nara Narayan Prabhu? What did you say?
Name is Sringananda.
Oh, Nishingananda did that.
Well, I have to Rupa tell people say.
I don't think his name is Nishringananda.
Okay.
Ananda.
Maybe you can inform us, Saurav Sahu Prabhu, after your research. I'd like to know. Or just send me a link. I'll read up on it.
Yeah.
Nityananda Das, that's his name.
Nityananda. What did I say?
You said Nishringananda.
Oh yeah.
He made a series of videos on someone's poisoning me and
Yeah, he was
sharp sword.
69.
Yeah, Nityananda Prabhu was in Fiji also.
Yeah, now
21.
he's in Ecuador, I think, or
He's in Thailand, I heard, or Bangkok.
no, it's South America someplace.
Oh, he's in South America. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called. Let me check.
Okay. All right. So anything else before we end it, Prabhus? Thank you for watching and joining, everyone.
Jai.
I guess we got to have more enthusiasm and ambition to
Certainly. Yeah.
serve all of humanity, to say the holy name of Nityananda Prabhupada.
Yeah.
Right.
We could all not be animals, according to Prabhupada, and yeah.
Okay, Dilip Prabhu, please contact me. I'd like to speak with you, Prabhu, regarding how we can better these meetings and we can get to more people.
All right, give me a second. Yeah, he's in Ecuador, Nityananda,
Okay,
and yeah.
excellent. Yeah.
And
Okay, then.
Edwin Chandra Das, please. I added you, and let's see. I guess you probably accepted my friend request. Oh no, you didn't. So
Edwin,
Haribol, Edwin is on Facebook, bro.
yeah.
Let me connect with him. Yeah, bro.
Okay. Edwin said, I think I met him in Fiji. He's talking about Nityananda Prabhu. He lived in an island alone in Tavyuni.
Tavyuni is really a really serene place. I heard my friend told me, but
Yeah,
I guess
right.
all of us could go.
Island, a very potent island.
And I have a question. Do you think we have any moles in the Prabhupada Nuga group who's like an insider for the GBC?
Well, could be, yeah. I mean, it's you can never know, right? Many times these people are spies, so
It doesn't really matter, does it?
it
No,
doesn't
it
really
doesn't.
matter, no,
Yeah,
because
there's no harm, but yeah, it'd be fun.
eventually we'll convert them too.
We're not. We're
Haribol.
publicly.
Yeah, yeah, it's just hilarious.
Yeah.
It's like it's a war.
Yeah.
Okay, Prabhu, then I'll end it here. Thank you very much to all the devotees here. Nara Narayan, Rupa, Manjari, Mohit Prabhu, Nitai, Robert, Dilip. And
You.
All obeisance to all humble devotees. Haribol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Haribol.
thank you, Prabhu's online. Hare Krishna.